Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. In this video, we're going to dive into Chapter 4 of The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck by Mark Manson. Chapter 4 is titled, The Value of Suffering, and it's all about how the things we struggle with and suffer through in life can actually be a source of growth and meaning. It's a topic that's often overlooked in our culture of instant gratification, but it's an important one to understand if we want to live a fulfilling life. In this chapter, Manson argues that we often try to avoid pain and suffering at all costs, but in doing so, we miss out on valuable opportunities for growth and learning. He suggests that we need to reframe our relationship with pain and suffering and see it as an essential part of life. Manson believes that our culture has created a mindset that anything negative or uncomfortable should be avoided, and instead, we should focus only on positive experiences. However, this mindset can lead to a lack of resilience and an inability to handle the challenges that life inevitably throws our way. Manson argues that our culture has become obsessed with the idea that happiness is the ultimate goal in life, and that we should do whatever it takes to avoid pain, discomfort, or anything that makes us feel unhappy or negative. We are bombarded with messages in the media, advertising, and social media that promote the idea that a perfect life is possible, and that we should strive for it at all times. However, Manson believes that this mentality is not only unrealistic but also harmful. Life is full of challenges, and pain and suffering are inevitable parts of the human experience. By trying to avoid these experiences at all costs, we deprive ourselves of the opportunity to develop resilience and to learn from the difficult situations that we encounter. Manson argues that in order to develop resilience, we need to learn how to deal with pain and suffering in a healthy way. Instead of trying to avoid them, we need to face them head-on and learn from them. By doing so, we can develop the skills and resources that we need to cope with difficult situations, and we can also learn how to appreciate the good things in life more fully. Ultimately, Manson believes that the key to a meaningful life is not the pursuit of happiness, but rather the pursuit of meaning. This involves accepting that pain and suffering are a natural part of life, and that they can actually be valuable experiences that help us grow and develop as individuals. By embracing the value of suffering, we can learn to be more present in the moment, develop greater resilience, and ultimately, live a more meaningful life. Manson suggests that instead of trying to eliminate pain and suffering, we should learn how to choose the right kind of suffering. He argues that there is a difference between good and bad suffering. Good suffering is the pain that we endure to achieve a worthwhile goal, such as working hard to build a successful career or enduring the pain of exercise to improve our health. Bad suffering, on the other hand, is the pointless pain that we inflict on ourselves, such as worrying about things we cannot control or obsessing over our failures. Manson argues that not all suffering is created equal, and that we need to learn how to distinguish between good suffering and bad suffering. He suggests that by doing so, we can learn to focus on the pain and discomfort that are actually meaningful and valuable, while avoiding the pointless suffering that only serves to make our lives more difficult. According to Manson, good suffering is the pain that we endure in pursuit of a meaningful goal or purpose. This could include the discomfort of pushing ourselves to our limits in order to achieve a difficult goal, such as training for a marathon or working towards a promotion at work. While this kind of suffering can be uncomfortable, it is ultimately worthwhile, as it leads to growth and personal development. In contrast, bad suffering is the pain that we inflict on ourselves through our own negative thought patterns and behaviors. This could include things like dwelling on past mistakes, worrying about the future, or constantly comparing ourselves to others. This kind of suffering is pointless, as it does not lead to growth or personal development, and only serves to make us feel worse about ourselves. By learning to choose the right kind of suffering, Manson suggests that we can develop greater resilience and focus on the things that truly matter in life. By accepting that pain and discomfort are an inevitable part of life, and by learning how to channel that discomfort into something meaningful, we can lead more fulfilling and satisfying lives. Manson concludes the chapter by saying that by embracing the value of suffering, we can learn to be more present in the moment, develop greater resilience, and ultimately, live a more meaningful life. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.